Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are at in the world. And welcome to this channel, Freya's Crone. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome. And welcome back to my returning subscribers. I am grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've been giving me on this YouTube journey. So TGIF, everybody. Thank God it is a Freya's Day. Yes, it is Friday once again. Today is July 24th. So you got the 7 plus the 2 and the 4, which adds up to a 6, right? So 7 plus 6 is a 13, which boils down to a 4. You add the energetic year of 1, the magician year, you get a 4 plus 1 is a 5. Okay, so 5s talk about the changes that we need to make, right? Sometimes our hard changes, sometimes our easy changes. It just basically depends on what your current situation is on a personal level. Okay, this is a general reading, so only take the messages that fit or resonate with you. Okay, so when you come into this live stream, give me a Fonzie, either by double tapping the screen or just simply hitting that thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know how this general reading resonates with you. If you are not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and hit that little notification bell so that you know when I go live or when I post videos. Okay. Now yesterday I did a live stream answering questions. I'm going to try being more consistent with that, doing it on a weekly basis like I used to do on my other channel. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into your reading. So today is Freya's Day. It is a divine feminine. It is, now listen, when I say divine feminine, I'm not pointing fingers at women, because each of us as a human being should have a balance of masculine and feminine energies. So in other words, you can be a male individual gender-wise and still be in tune with your feminine side. It is okay, male individuals, male gender. It is okay. You are allowed to have emotions. A lot of people grow up, a lot of male individuals grow up being socially shaped as, well, side of emotions is a sign of weakness. That's not true. That is not true. Okay. Just like females grew up that playing outside in the dirt and getting your hands dirty was a bad thing. No, it's not. I am very much a mud digger. I love riding quads. I used to haul junk with my dad. So it's about having that balance, right, of doing both sides, right? Standing in your power, masculine, and commanding what you want in your life, but being more compassionate and loving about that command, because that's what our feminine side is, a compassionate, empathetic, loving individual. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. This is for the element of air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right, so let's go ahead and pull your feminine air signs. What feminine come through for the element of air, please and thank you. Wow. Alrighty, so we have a bunch of them coming through. I'm not going to read them all, but we're going to go over what I have here. The Princess of Mercy. Giving is receiving. The energy of the universe is merciful. And Hestia, the goddess of sanctuary. No matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. So air signs, I feel like no matter where you're at, you need to feel at home. You need to feel yourself as a sacred sanctuary, because in all actuality, it is truly within us. Home is where the heart is, right? So you need to open up the heart, and giving is receiving, because that's what our heart chakra does. If our heart is blocked and unable to, like, due to trauma or due to a lot of heartbreak or something along them lines, it actually blocks us from receiving. It can block you from giving as well. But a bad thing about the giving and receiving is we have a tendency to overgive. In other words, we give, 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 and then we create um, these people in our lives who take advantage of our kindness because they know we're a people person, we're a people pleaser. All right. So when you learn the value of the people, when you see the value of the people around you, for instance, prime example, I used to be one of them people pleasers. And when I stopped giving, I seen who fell away. Mm-hmm. You recognize that when the only thing you got to offer somebody is love, you see who your true family is. All right. So the next two cards is Sappho, the poetress. I love every inch of my body. I love the woman in my life fiercely. And the Shekinah, the presence of the divine feminine. At the center of everything, there is light. I am that light. So the Shekinah is coming through. So divine feminines, the poetess can talk about, prayers because we speak with our words. That's the poets. The poetess in us is what we communicate. Will we communicate to ourselves, about ourselves, and to other people? Giving and receiving. The heart chakra is the air chakra. Air is communication, our thoughts, right? So, yeah. All right. Um, On the bottom of the deck, we have Lolita, the red goddess. Playfulness is a spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to the light. So one of the ways to purge and remove blockages in the heart space is to laugh. Have a little bit of fun. Find that sacred space within thyself and say, you know what? I'm not going to allow anybody to steal my joy. I'm not going to allow anybody to take advantage of my generosity. I don't know why, but I keep seeing the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands. Both of them in my third eye. The Ten of Swords is backstab, betrayal, hard lessons, hard pain that we go through. The Ten of Wands is in the update is all about, overgiving, people pleasing. All right. So we're just gonna go ahead and put these cards to the side, put them down here. I wasn't going to read them, but I feel like I'm at least going to go over the numbers because, listen, our whole life is wrapped around numbers. Think about it. Time you were born, your social security number, your address, your phone number, whether you had a landline or you have a cell phone, it does not matter, right? Your birth date, everything consists of numbers, downloads. If you see 1010, 1011, 1110, those are downloads. All right. So Mio Sean, a number 10, which comes up to a 9, right? So remember when I first started the video, we were in this energy of 4-1, which is a 5 energy. The changes that we need to make. While 108 talks about the changes that we need to make within ourselves to connect to our higher selves, to connect to our feminine side. All right. With the 9 energy, which talks about hard lessons that we need to learn by what? Going on that journey within thyself, being in that hermit mode, being in that dark night of the soul. What is it that makes me have to people please? What is it that makes me to have to um, give somebody something so that they can see the value in us when they really don't? These are the kind of people who take advantage of us because they see that we're the givers. Been there, did that. That's why I am in solitude, because I can't seem to find any people in my particular area that I can trust, right? That I, you know, there's a few, but they're mostly like workers, if you know what I mean, like people that do things for you, like they have to kind of like get paid to do it. All right. So Other than that, I really don't have anybody in my circle. All right. So the Hestia is a 178. So you got the 1-8 coming through again. So you could be seeing 999. You could be seeing 1818, 178. So sevens are talking about the lessons with the 9 energy that we have to learn for our soul's evolution, the things that we need to learn and address that are painful when it comes to the changes that we need to make on our essential ascending journey. Okay, so that's what the sevens to me are the changes that are necessary for our ascension journey. Double nines talk about the lessons involved in them changes that are painful, that are hard, right? With the 5 energy. Why? Because we're refusing to see what needs to change in our life. Refusing sometimes to see or address those wounds in that dark night of the soul. So it's about facing some shadows, all right? So Sapo, I always mispronounce them. I apologize, divine feminines. I do. 1, 8, and a 2. Another 18. See the sequence? 178, 108, and now 182. So not only are these lessons, and you got the 2, which is a 9, 999. Okay. The 2 talks about balance, the balance of our masculine and feminine energies. When we have a tendency to put up walls, okay, with these lessons, that's what blocks us from receiving. It also blocks us from being balanced because most of the time when we have up walls, we're more in our masculine energy. Our masculine energy is what puts up the walls. Okay? Because we feel that we have to control. We have to control the narrative. We have to control how people look at us or feel about us. Okay? And then the Shekinah, another 1 and an 8 in this, 138. Every one of these cards have a 1 and an 8 in them. All right, so 138. All right, so let's go ahead. I don't really, this is going to be a long reading, air signs. It's a 108. What I'm going to do is, if you want to know more information about these beautiful divine feminines, just go on Google and Google them. I'm just going to go over why she's coming out today for the element of air. The author Sue Monk Kidd articulates the process of empathy so clearly when she writes, empathy is the most mysterious transaction that the human soul can have. And it's accessible to all of us. But we have to give ourselves to the opportunity to identify, to plunge ourselves into a story where we see the world from the bottom up or through another's eyes or heart. Empathy is Mercy's twin sister. When she can feel into the reality of someone else's suffering, we open up to the possibility of mercy. Mercy. Mercy comes from the old Etruscan merc, which means exchange. Mercy is the embodiment of compassion. It can feel easy and natural to have compassion for people who have never harmed us personally. But mercy is having compassion for someone who has, which makes perfect sense why I see the Ten of Swords. Mercy requires that we give something of ourselves, which is symbolized by Mia Shawn giving her eyes and arms to the king. It can feel like a great sacrifice to be so giving towards someone who is giving us nothing but suffering. Here's where the magic comes in. The law of the universe is merciful. The more we give, the more we receive. When the king realized the profound act of mercy his daughter bestowed upon him, Mia Shawn transformed into her true Mia Shawn transformed into her true manifestation as a thousand-armed Kuan Yin. Mia Shawn is a reminder that giving is the true receiving. When we refuse to release our anger towards someone, we're blocking the flow of the universe within us. We are harming the person who harmed us. We are not harming the person who harmed us by remaining angry. What you're doing is you're giving them power over that anger. When you're angry and you don't find forgiveness, you're literally giving them the power over your empathy, your resentment. It's like it's like an energy exchange. It's like they can siphon off of that. We're keeping ourselves from receiving the love and light that is already ours. And look, 111. Who can I give mercy to this moment? Giving is receiving. The energy of universe is merciful. Okay. So I feel like because these two goddesses or divine feminines fell out one pile and these two fell out another pile, I feel like these are two separate messages for you group of air signs. All right. So Hestia. Air signs. She is coming to you today. Hestia created the concept of sanctuary. It is considered a sacred obligation to shelter and protect those in need. She wants us to seek the situations that allow us a sense of being home, or she wants us to create that form of sanctuary for somebody else. Of all the wild and crazy adventures, Greek gods and goddesses, Hestia is the most drama free. She is the one to be counted on and the one who fosters community and provides the stability of food and warmth and shelter when all else is coming undone. She is your grandmother goddess. She is the energy that whispers to you and just gets and just she is the energy that whispers for you to just get cozy. Hestia wants you to be 1,000 leagues easier on yourself. Put a blanket in your body, curl up with hot tea, sit before the fire of all that you've accomplished, and give your mind a break from all that you ask yourself. Hestia wants you to let kindness pervade your thoughts. She wants you to light a smile in the center of yourself and feel safe in calling your body home. She wants you to be able to seek sanctuary within. She wants you to come home to yourself and to give yourself the love that you effortlessly give others. Hestia is the call to become the calm harbor for your beautiful soul to thrive. So yeah, instead of giving your power away to being angry and holding on to resentment, call your power back and honor yourself. Honor those emotions. Bring them up, sit them down, sit in front of that fire, have a cup of tea, and say, why am I still feeling this? How can I stop giving my power away to people, places, and situations who have betrayed us, who have stabbed us in the back, the ones who've caused us suffering? Address it, sit it down, and then you're good with it, right? You're good. Okay, you hurt me. I know that you hurt me. I know what you did, and I'm not going to allow it, right? But I am still going to show myself and other people empathy. So, and I know this is really hard to do. I've been there, did that, and I'm still working through it myself. It's fun and forgiveness for these people because forgiveness is really hard. But the first step to forgiveness is forgiving yourself for allowing it to happen. And then once you forgive yourself, then you're able to say, okay, I learned that mistake. I learned that lesson. And I'm not going to allow this person to do it again. And then eventually they're going to fall away. They're going to fall to the wayside. You're going to stop thinking about them. You're going to stop giving reactions to them. And trust me, no judgment. Been there, did that. I've left too many people get close to me just to betray me. I know what it feels like. Okay? People that I have trusted wholeheartedly. So we're not alone, right? 182. So instead of exhausting ourselves with the unholy effort of comparing our own bodies to others or of competing for resources that are actually unlimited, Sabho urges us to do the most revolutionary thing we could ever do: love ourselves and our sisters fiercely. We can recover Sabho's lost poems, but we cannot recover Sabho's lost poems, but we can reclaim the enduring spirit she left us. We can become her poetry. We can revel in the pleasure we're capable of feeling, and we can love unapologetically with the full spectrum of our emotional range and from the fathomless depths of our hearts. Lift up a woman in your life. Help her reach a dream she's been incubating. Take time to indulge with lady loves in your life. Go to a spa. Make a dinner together. Go skinny dipping. Or just do something outlandish that celebrates the fact that you love each other. And that's the thing I've noticed. And it's mostly amongst women. We're the kind of females, not everybody, but this is the kind of females that I've come across who like to beat us down. Why? Because maybe they're competitive of the way we look. They're competitive of our bodies. They're competitive of they're further ahead of me. Why can't I get there? And that's the problem. The problem in the world today is there's too much competition when we should be uniting one and lifting each other up instead of coming next to somebody to stab them in the back, knock them over, and step on them. That's the problem with the world today. There's too much, how do I want to say it? Caution, attacking, verbal attack. Like, I don't know. There's just too much of it. I know if I've experienced a watching this, more than likely you've experienced too, where women are too competitive. They want to be in this fantasy world of, well, that Victoria model doesn't eat for a week so she can fit in these little teeny tiny little bikini strings, right? Do you really want to starve yourself to try to fit in somebody else's fantasy world because you feel that you won't be liked? Nah. I would rather have the fluff and the spare tire and be healthy and be secure within myself, because the thing is they're going to look in your eyes and see the true colors of your soul. This body, it's a vessel. It's just the chariot that our soul is riding in on this journey. Should you take care of it? Yes, you should. But should you try to compete against somebody because you feel that you're not going to get what you want if you don't? There's such a thing as healthy competition where you stand together and say, okay, well, what can I learn from this person? I'm going to lift them up. What can I learn from them as I'm lifting them up? And they're reaching down and lifting you up as well. Here, come up to my size. I'll show you something. I'll teach you something. There's so many people out there that think that they're better than you, or they think, and the thing is nobody is better than anybody, right? There is not one person that knows everything or is better than anybody. Maybe you don't have a gift or a talent that somebody else has, but that's okay. They can still teach you something. Maybe teach you how to be more intuitive, show you how to trust your gut, maybe seeing things from a different perspective, not on a psychic level, but on an intuitive level. I'm okay. All right. So Sappho is about the power of loving every inch of the female form. Spend a day flooding your thoughts with positive affirmations about your body or a woman's body. Take a long bath with red rose petals. Do something nourishing that acknowledges your love for the fact that you are a woman or for the radiant woman who constellates your life. All right. And then the Shekinah, which is a 138. So 111. In the Zohar, the main sacred text in the Kabbalah, the Shekinah is described as being the world within the world. As a bright radiance at the center of everything, all life on earth, all consciousness is a part of her light and is therefore sacred. The metaphysical theory of immanence is that the divine presence is manifested in the material world. So there isn't actually any matter, whether organic or inorganic, that isn't also part of the divine. The Shekinah is light that inhabits your body, your cells, and is the cells of all the people and objects you see around you. She is also about pure existence. She is the message, the truth that there is a light at the center of everything that happens to us, both the good and the bad. That's why I'm seeing 181818, connecting to that higher self, connecting to seeing the light of everything. And the Shekinah is a reminder that not just this body or this pain we might be going through or this confusing moment in our brief life. We are light. We are molecule heaven in human form. And right now we can just know this. We can experience the light we are, and that can be enough. That can be the miracle and the answer we actually need. No words or meaning, just simply and more profoundly, your radiant being. So I feel like the overall message is, you know, be empathetic, regardless of whatever has happened to you, through the pain, through the suffering, through all the hard lessons, because it's all part of the journey, and that's how you need to see it. If you didn't experience the bad, you wouldn't be able to appreciate the good. Just think, if everything good always happens in your life, where are you going to be? You can be very arrogant and egotistical, because you've never learned anything. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get into the intuitive cards here. Last week, I don't remember what side it was, but we had a joy god come out of this deck here about stealing the socks out of the dryer. I think that was the funniest thing in the world. Like, I'm like, really? Okay, so Mia, Sean, and Hestia, the goddess of sanctuary. What would you like? What gut feeling are you giving the air signs here? Take your time. 43. Something about timing. See all the clocks on the card? Sappho and Shekinah. Talk shop. A 1 and a 7. So 888-999-777-111-1111. Those could be all 711. Those could be signs, synchronicities that you're seeing, or a cleanse. Remember the bath with the rose petals? 32, a 5 energy. That's today. But it's a 1 and a 4. The 1 talks about taking care of self, right? Or 4-1. The 4 talks about being stable, right? It talks about being protected. Somebody's protected by the light. The 1 talks about self, self-love, self-acceptance, flaws and all. It talks about, accepting, that maybe some people just aren't meant to be they're never going to change, right? You can't, the thing is you can't change how somebody feels about you, how somebody views, or what they say. But the things that you can change is the things you say about yourself, the things that you say about other people, the way that you feel about yourself. Expression, the heart space is very, very significant, which makes perfect sense because the sun is now in Leo. Leo rules the heart space. I feel like I hurt my mouth. Blah. All right. So, Mia, Sean, and Hestia with your time. Slow down. Take your time. There's no rush right now to make decisions. If you can't feel your vibes, let alone trust them, if you're overlooked, juggling too many things at one time, constantly playing catch up or racing around like crazy, being that hurried will not only dim your awareness to nothing more than a whirling gray fog of confusion, but you'll also miss the subtle, intuitive guidance of your soul. The pace you're keeping is caused by the fear that there isn't enough. My phone just went off. That there isn't enough time left. So cool it. When it comes to the soul, there's enough for everyone and everything, including time. You're being guided to allow time to work in your favor. Assume a more leisurely rhythm and trust in actually stretch time. The elements necessary for your success aren't fully present yet, but they're coming together behind the scenes. Wait a little longer until more become evident. Be glad you did. Trust your vibes to wait patiently for the right moment to make a decision, and don't let anyone pressure you to do otherwise. So your mission is telling you, no matter what, right? Time is linear. There is really no such thing as time, right? So your gut is telling you to slow down, take your time, no matter what, because you're co creating with the universe, right? You're co creating with the universe. Um, and rushing forward is actually clouding your heart. It is clouding your intuition, right? Because the universe is working behind the scenes, right? While you're resting, while you're taking your time, while you're taking a break, you're going in that bathtub, you're chilling, you're clearing your aura and seeking solitude. You're actually exercising your vibes when you do that. And you're learning to listen to what your body, your intuition is telling you. Okay? You're listening to your heart. You're receiving divine communication. The divine feminine is all about our empathy, our compassion, intuition, because it rules the sacral chakra, which is our divine feminine chakra. That's where we birth at. It's where we co-create at. So there could be something being cleared out of your sacral chakra, something cleansed. Spirit's telling you it's time. It's time to remove whatever this is out of your body. Okay? So the fact that we have Sappho, the poetress, and Talk Shop coming through here is very significant. Look at the heart. See the growth off the heart? Little seedlings. See how everything is connected? These little chain links are all connected. Look, two people talking. All right. So for Sappho the poetess and Shekinah, they're telling you, that you're steady on your psychic legs. when you can't wait to share wonderful psychic stories with your kindred spirits who also like to talk vibes. Don't let your ego get in the way and convince you to hide your vibes or stop you from sharing the positive experiences they bring. Your ego is acting out of fear and is trying to protect you from being hurt. What did I say about them walls? That masculine side where we put up them walls. That we are afraid to open ourselves up to being able because of being hurt, because of the fact that we've been taken advantage of, been compared, been set back, betrayed, a lot of pain, a lot of suffering. People have taken advantage of our vulnerabilities. I said that from the beginning, in the beginning of this video, right? It's about finding that balance between our masculine and feminine energies, being that flow, right? Have a little bit of fun, going outside, playing in the dirt, being a tomboy. I'm through and through a tomboy. I will just as quickly go in and sit in that bathtub with rose petals and go outside, hop on the back of a quad, and run through a mud puddle. Yes, I will. And I'm old. That's just who I am. My dad had 3 sons. Well, one son wasn't his. I was like another son in a female version. We did all kinds of things together. Yeah. All right. Such as being criticized by others for your vibes. So yeah, criticism. So criticize for the way you look, for your body, fact that maybe you do have psychic gifts or you don't have psychic gifts, or the stories that you've experienced, the lessons you've experienced. Your vibes take good care of you. Openly and joyously acknowledge this. It's time to review your vibes from a higher plateau of love and generosity. Notice how notice how peaceful you become when you trust your vibes. It's only natural to want to share your positive experiences with others. 6 sensory people love to talk about their intuitive experience and have a wonderful, colorful language that transmits the higher joy vibrations that are so enriching to the heart chakra. What did I say about the heart chakra? I said that from the jump too. They use our love a lot, and it's time for you to join in. When you share your experiences with 5 sensory people, however, don't just try to convert them to 6 sensory living. Just let the world know you're comfortable trusting your vibes and you don't need approval from anyone. Your happy life is approval enough. And that is where that light shines. The in Leo rules the heart space. So we as air signs are going through a heart chakra activation, which is igniting the light within us, being able to, instead of tearing everybody down and criticizing, lifting each other up, male or female, it does not matter, right? So for some of you, maybe you're giving advice about how to cleanse your aura, or how to seek solitude, or how to find that inner sanctuary and feel at home within thyself, right? Feeling at home, finding your tribe for some of you. And I just said this yesterday about, I'm glad I finally found people that I can open up and be safe with. Then trust me, wait till you guys hear some muskies. Yes, believe me. All right. So what is Mia, Sean, and Hestia trying to get you to let go of? What are they trying to get you to let go of, air signs? Surrender to your soul's path. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson in every moment. It's like coming right back around, right? Every lesson and every experience that you've endured on your journey has been part of your soul's path, your soul evolution. So you just need to surrender to it. Surrender to taking your time, right? Going outside, spending time in nature, enjoying the sights, the sounds, right? Connecting to your intuition. For those of you who do have 6 sensory, connect into that. Put your feet in the water. Put your feet on the ground. Sit your butt on that bridge. You know, make sure you touch something earthly. It'll help to not only cleanse your aura, but it'll help to ground you. So for those of you who do have that sixth sensory, sight, feeling, whatever, because there's so many different gifts out there. Whatever your gift is unique to you. It's unique to you for a reason. Okay? So yeah, you just need to surrender. Just need to let it go. You need to embrace that everything that has happened to you when it comes to sacrifice, when it comes to, you know, all the pain, the suffering, the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Swords is the pain, the suffering, the betrayal, the heartache, everything, right? The people that criticize you, the people who put you down, the people who feel they can walk over you, take advantage of your kindness, right? It all happened for a reason because there was a lesson involved in it for your evolution. When you accept that, then it's easier to lift other people up through your own experiences. I talk about that too. When I talk about my testimony, I don't tell people because I look for sympathy or I look for a pity me part. I tell you because if there is one little part of my testimony that can lift somebody up and help them heal their wounds, then that little piece of pain was worth it because I am able to help other people. Let them know they're not alone. Let them know that if I've experienced it and overcame it, you can do the same. I'm here. I can help you. Talk shop, right? Two people communicating, not criticizing. All right. So Sapo and Shekinah, stubbornness. Yeah, right? If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you to communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. Look at that. Two people talking shop. Right? See how she's standing there on this checkerboard floor? Checkerboard floor, when I see it, I think of, you know, people criticize, people who, you know, think that they're better. Because when I see the checkerboard floor, I think of, you know, a ballroom where only the fancy and the rich people get to go to because they got the money to pay for them 1,000 tickets per piece, right? I wouldn't want to be there because those are the kind of people that are holier than thou. Those are the kind of people who criticize the little people like us. Those are the kind of people who live in a world of darkness. Those are the kind of people who cause division. Those are the kind of people who feel they have nothing to learn. Every day is a learning process. If you open yourself up and say, listen, what is it that I have to learn today, Spirit? Whatever is coming my way, is it a lesson or a blessing? If it's a lesson, thank you for the lesson. What am I meant to learn from it? What can I learn from this experience? What is it this lesson teaching me that I need to change about myself or how I'm viewing something? So, and then listen for the message, whether it comes from somebody outside of yourself or it comes from within yourself. Or if you believe in a higher power. I do believe in that higher power. It could be your consciousness, your higher self consciousness. Your higher self literally communicates to you. That's your Christ consciousness. Literally communicates to you. If you go through my videos or go over to my community tab and scroll down, there's channel messages that come straight in from my higher self. Okay, so now is a time to be still and not act. Right? Take your time. Simply breathe and focus on your own power and let others come to you because you're a unicorn. Look, the unicorn. See how she looks like she's naked? That's vulnerability. And yeah, set boundaries, right? Set boundaries. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs, and remember, no is a complete sentence. So you may need to say no to your ego. Your ego is that fear-based energy. All right. So let's get a little bit more information. It's time to pull out the big bad tarot cards. All right. So give me some more information on oh my goodness, look, what did I say about the Ten of Swords? What did I say? But this is in the reverse position, which talks about you've already hit rock bottom. You've already learned the lesson. The only way to go now is up. I knew it. I seen this in my third eye. This is the solar plexus. So basically, they're telling you, take your time. There's no need to jump up. Take the time to heal those wounds, right? Take the time to address them. That way you can integrate, because the solar plexus is our masculine side. It's the fiery side. Take the time to purify those wounds. Take the time when the knives get pulled out to allow those wounds to heal. I knew it was going to, I knew it. The universe is telling you this. No matter time or space, take your time. Allow every moment, every lesson, every backstab, every betrayal, every inch of pain and suffering that you've endured, take the time to. For some of you, this is your light coming through. So you may need to call back your power again from people, places, and situations. That's what Maya Sean talks about. Not being angry. Not being angry because of everything that you've endured. You can pick yourself right back up. You don't have to jump up because those are still there, right? It takes time to heal all wounds. So take your time. 147 or 143. I love you. 143. I, one letter. Love, four letters. You, three letters. That's what this divine feminine is telling you. I love. Have you told somebody you love them today? I love you, viewer, for watching my channel. I love you, and I'm grateful for all the thumbs up. I love the fact that I found my tribe. It's been a long time coming. And some of you are probably watching. I'm going to let you know I'm grateful for you. I am very, very grateful for the fact that I can finally be free. So every sword that got stabbed in your back, and there's 10 of them there, was part of your soul's growth. Right? It is part of it. It has been designed perfectly. And the sooner you see that, the quicker you're going to be able to let go of it. And you're not going to be giving away your power anymore. That emotion. You're not going to do it. See, the sun in Leo is very significant. Look, the Tower moment, Queen of Swords, the Hierophant. So there could be somebody who is very comparative towards you, who could be experiencing a Tower moment for some of you out there. But you also need to cleanse out that energy. Air signs, there you are, Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Libra, Aquarius, and the Queen. I'm not sure which one it is. Can't remember. The King is Libra for sure, but I don't remember what the Queen is. Right? So, yeah, and you can see it's the third eye. So somebody definitely has insight. Somebody definitely has sort of insight. If somebody is very intuitive, right? But see all the dogs there? Dogs to me represent loyalty. So yeah, you've experienced a lot of people who were loyal to tearing you down, were loyal to criticizing you, were loyal to trying to burn you in every way with the Ten of Swords, cause you a lot of pain and suffering. So yeah, look, another is a 15, 16, which is another 7. 777 is significant here. And then the Hierophant talks about somebody who's being stubborn, right? The Hierophant is a Taurus card. Tauruses are very daggone stubborn. They're like, especially in reverse, they're the most stubbornest people ever. My son's a Taurus and he's stubborn. All right. So, give me a card for surrender, stubbornness, talk, and shop. Yeah, look, Magician. So, right off the bat, somebody has everything that they need within them. Mercury just went direct yesterday and is now moving through Cancer. Cancer is the home, the family. Guess where home is? Home is where the heart is. You can see he has a wand there, right? What's sitting in front of him? A cup, a pentacle, and a sword. Sitting there talking to another person. Talking shop. So letting go of this will help you to communicate with another person. It'll help you with your self-expression. It'll help you with expressing with another person. And look, the King of Swords. There we go with the Libra. So this is a Libra who's very out of balance, right? Way out of balance. Somebody who could be fearing, somebody who's being very stubborn, who doesn't want to address their emotions, right? And this is the crown chakra card. So they know what they got to do, right? They know what they got to do, but they're so daggone stubborn. This is somebody, look at the dogs, right? This is somebody who is somebody who gives their power away. This is somebody who lacks authority. This is somebody who takes that rigid stance. So somebody could be taking a rigid stance about your body. You know, this is somebody who could be criticizing you by the way you look. This is somebody who could also be observing you. Okay. So the King of Swords in reverse is somebody who's very much in their unbalanced, somebody who's very much in their masculine energy, somebody who is very overcritical or likes to criticize women about what they look. This is somebody who's very superficial, somebody who's very vain, somebody who with the swords energy likes to put people down. Because this is somebody who doesn't look within somebody and sees into their soul. This is somebody who only sees what's on the outside. Yeah, Four of Cups. So Four of Cups talks about this emotion is very uncomfortable. Knight of Wands. So this could be somebody who, oh, my left ear is ringing. This could be somebody who, wants to be a free spirit, right? Somebody who wants to be a free spirit. This also could represent the Leo in the sun energy. The sun, with Leo in the sun, we're talking about the heart space. Leo, the Knight of Wands often talks about somebody who is there for the good time, not the long time, right? So this person, be aware of somebody just coming in and using their wand, right? Somebody who is very manipulative with their words just to get what they need and then to move. So be aware of that. Doesn't matter if it's a masculine or feminine. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. I'm not going to try to spend forever in these readings. What crystal do you recommend for the element of air? What crystal do you recommend for the element of air? Please and thank you. So you have the well, Lemurian quartz, record keeper, power of this song and creativity. Spirit of well, help me connect with my guides and discover my personal truths so that I can sing my song. Thank you. Aho. So somebody drawn water in their chart, specifically Pisces. So somebody could have maybe higher self with the king, could have a rising sign in Libra or rising sign in air in general, and could have a sun or moon in Pisces. The eagle, Imperial Topaz, responsibility, regret, and grace. Spirit of eagle, give me the strength to reflect on myself so that I emerge new and free. Thank you. Aho. So Lemurian quartz, Imperial Topaz. If you want to know what a Lemurian quartz is, this is a piece of Lemurian quartz. It's usually cut like on all sides of a point. Scepter quartz, I have a piece of this, I just don't have it out. Look at all the chakras. Spirituality, protection, and truth. I am enlightened. Rosacite, heart and throat chakras, knowledge, memory, and trust. I am perceptive. So you definitely need to see something from a higher perspective here. Mouse, hematite, organization, scrutiny, and vision. Spirit of mouse, help me make wise choices without fear holding me back from accomplishing my goals. Thank you. Aho. With hematite. So you may have, again, a mouse in the house who is just nibbling on every piece of information. This is that Ten of Swords. From the mice in your house who have nibbled on every little piece of information so they can turn around and use it against you. Been there, did that. Somebody who also, with the crown chakra card, could have played a lot of mind games, could have also psychically manipulated you in some sort of fashion. Communication, high vibration, and spirituality. Throat, third eye, and crown chakras. I am centered. Flamingo, emerald, heart healer, balance, and grace. Spirit of flamingo, help me feel and release my emotions so that I may find balance. Thank you. Aho. And that this kid's energy is way out of balance. This is somebody who's a know-it-all. They feel like it's either my way or the highway. This is somebody who tries to assert verbal authority over your life, over your body. This is a body shamer. This is a very critical individual. So if you notice, the flamingos are pink, but you got emerald here. So pink is about caring, compassion, right? Dendritic agate, heart and crown chakra, connectivity, longevity, and oneness. I am still, right? Be still. Take your time. Hummingbird, sunstone, lightness, love, and joy. Spirit of hummingbird, help me open my heart to the love, lightness, and joy. Life is on me. Thank you. Aho. 9 and 10 cards. Lynx, appetite. Ancient secrets, hidden skills, and clairvoyance. What did I say about that psychic sight? Somebody like a hidden enemy who has come in is this mice, right? With the vision. Spirit of Lynx, give me the strength and wisdom to see what I have failed to see so that I may heal. Thank you. Aho. Failed to see. So that you can heal it. So 10 different crystals. And that's a lot of them. Usually like only one pops out. So yeah. Um, I think I have the emerald. I know I have the dendritic agate. I'm pretty sure I have the stone, apatite, hematite. I have Lemurian quartz, and I have a scepter quartz. I don't have the rest of them. I don't have those out either. For some of you, you may have some sort of a hidden skill with the 10 energy to transmute, to cloak yourselves and let somebody's verbal manipulation just roll right off of you by not taking them seriously. All right, so let's pull a final message card here. So Archangel Michael's twin flame is coming through here. See the blue and the heart, the blue roses. Stay calm, trust in good in yourself and others, and see the light in the world. See the light. Yeah, we're all human down here, right? We're all human, every single one of us, but we're down here as a soul having a human experience. This part is very vain, very, very vain. They like to body shame. It's like they have a particular type. Back to that Victoria's Secret kind of situation I was talking about. They have that particular type. You have to be a particular size. You have to be a particular weight. You have to be a particular height. You got to be this. You got to be that. This is somebody who's very vain. And it's like they don't care about who they hurt, right? If they hurt your feelings. All right, so let's take a look. Pay attention to the synchronicity. What did I say about all them nines? Thank you, angels. I trust your well-timed guidance and signs. We have a 10 and a 1, 11. Peace and harmony. Archangel Raguel. Thank you, Raguel, for surrounding my life in harmonious light. I am the light. And, of course, Archangel Michael. So I could be talking to somebody who is on a twin flame journey. Now, mind you, twin flames are not always about love, a romantic partner. Twin flame journeys are about walking through that dark night of the soul, walking through the fires of pain and suffering so that you can be pure, so that you can find that sacred union within thyself. Because it's not about other people, it's about self. Yeah, and people get it so misconstrued about twin flame journeys. Yes, we all have soulmates. There's a lid for every pot out there. But that does not mean that sometimes we come into our find other people that are mere counterparts that mirror back to us the wounds that we need to heal. That's what a twin flame is about. A mere counterpart. The people, places, and situations that we come across that mirror things back to us so that we can address them and heal them. That's that dark night of the soul. So you're protected. Express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. So you're seeing the signs. Remember, I seen 143. I love you. This is somebody who could be coming in. Oh, I love you, but I have a particular type of woman that I like. I like the kind of women who, have this, 36, 24, 36 body type. The perfect little Barbie dolls. That's what I call Barbie doll syndrome, because you live in a fantasy world when you think that you have that particular type, because you're looking at the outside, you're looking at the body, you're not looking at the soul. And if you find somebody who does not want to look at doesn't want to look in your eyes and see that you have a good soul, then they're not worthy of your body. They're not worthy. So you are here to bring the light to the world. That's what you're here to do. To enlighten people to Christ consciousness, activating that chakra with your experiences, your testimony. All right, so there you go, air signs. That is your weekly Divine Feminine message. Thank you for watching and have a great day.